where if it wasn't for last second thoughts that went through my brain, was at the point of probably doing something.
What's the point in still being here if you can't see what is in front of you, basically?
So I used to just wish that I'd go onto a road and get hit or something.
Because I got to that point, I didn't want to be here anymore.
The doctor actually said to me, you know, how do you feel? And I said, if my life's going to be like this, I don't want to live it.
So I was at an all-time low before I came to the pit.
I'm Kieran Quinlan and I am the owner of the Pit Gym. I started the Pit Gym in January. I had my own mental health issues. 8 years ago I was literally stabbed in the heart and almost died. My heart stopped 3 times and it left me with post-traumatic stress, depression, anxiety, suicidal tendencies, and I had all these different mental health issues that I struggled to overcome. We see such an array of different people come down here that if you were to walk past them in the street, you'd never have known their struggle.
I've got 3 wonderful sons. I did have a 4th son, but we lost him in May 2001, and yeah, it's just the lowest point you can ever get to.
I've always suffered with anxiety and depression, and then my mum getting ill and then looking after her and her dying, that just completely hit me.
I remember going to the hospital and I remember them turning to me and saying, you got glaucoma.
What I do before anyone joins the program, it is application only. So I take 30 minutes of my time to speak to this person on a deeper level and ask them questions that not many people would have asked them. So, I ask what things are getting in their way at the moment, how that makes them feel. And a lot of these people are suffering with anxiety, depression, they're on antidepressants already, and things that I've dealt with in the past myself. But I know through experience of working with the program and how exercise can benefit you.
It felt like after the first 5 minutes, like I was talking to someone that I'd known for ages. Like we clicked, we were having a laugh, and that's not me. My social confidence is really, really bad.
He talked a lot about, what I wanted to achieve and what I wanted to change. Asked me about my lifestyle. And actually what surprised me, he asked me, how much commitment I could offer, because he didn't want to accept me on a programme if I wasn't going to give it my all. And I've never had a trainer ever ask me that before.
But he wasn't severe. He didn't scare me off during the phone call. It was like talking to someone you've known for 20 years.
I understand that the NHS can be stretched. I understand that people that work in the NHS are busy, they get overrun with clients, and everyone is suffering or knows someone that is suffering or will suffer at some point with mental health issues. So I can see how people aren't getting the one-to-one attention that they need, but mental health is so unique to the individual. Like our brains are completely separate, like they're like fingerprints, but I feel like everyone needs that one-to-one time, and that they need people to understand their situation and put them on a unique program that's specific to the individual that is going to benefit them in the long run.
I don't actually think I've ever experienced such a feeling with a bunch of people as I have with the Pit Gang, and as one of the older members, that's unbelievable. You feel like a teenager again.
And so mental health-wise, my mental health has been probably the best it's been in a long while.
My biggest achievement, I think, is I've lowered my medication. So I'm only down to 10 milligram now. So by the end of this year, I want to be off it completely. And I think a lot of that is due to the fact that my confidence has grown, my mental attitude is more positive, and actually, I don't even like being in front of a camera, and last year I did a shred and I actually had some professional photographs taken, and I look at that person in those photographs and look back at myself when I started, and I've grown so much, and I'm really proud of the woman I've become, and I think I can only keep growing working with Kieran and the team at the Pit.
I've lost like 2 stone pretty much. Since starting, it's allowed me to believe in myself.
Having a solid foundation helped me cope with the fact that I do have minor operations or major operations that I have to go through and things like that. And I think the gym does help because you also have that person to talk to if you need to. I know I don't have, years and years and years with my eyesight like the average person does. So if I wake up and I've got eyesight, then I know I can get through that day.
For me, it's dream making.
Mind changing.
Challenging and liberating.
Life changing.
just family.
The pit gives you the strength, the confidence to make your dreams come true.